I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Guys are now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long for Kaiser. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake. Brady. Rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking long for Westbrook. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They start on the ground with Ivory. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Lee's got it over the middle. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. First down, this is Ivory. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
In the red zone this time. On second down, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Brady going to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. Kaiser. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. First and 10, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Play action now. Kaiser. They'll buy some time right. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
A second down throw now for Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And that yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. Completes it to Lee. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a give, right side, it's Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Play action. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
They'll give it up to Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. This is Ivory. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Ivory, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A first down throw for Kaiser. A screen complete to Crowell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Completes it right side to Brett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Davis. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
1st down, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Kaiser throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Man 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster.
Here we go.
2nd down, Kaiser. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
first down. Brady. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Brady now on first down. Airing it out for Hearns. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by his former Super Bowl teammate, Darrelle Revis. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Crowell. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Johnson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a give. Running left is on. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down. For pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now after the incompletion. They give it to Ivory. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Brady now on first down. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff, running right, Ivory. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And the busy afternoon continues for Ivory. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Kaiser. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brand. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Let's go, Ohio.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ohio, let's go.
On 3rd down, Crowell. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now a handoff left. It's Ivory. And some space. Chris Ivory off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Kaiser. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Brady. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run with Ivory. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. A dump off for Ivory. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go. Ohio, let's go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a give to Crowell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go.
Crowell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.